Uh, hey, I'm glad I bumped into you. Uh, uh, I wanted to ask you something. Boy, it's a nice day, isn't it? Well, that's not. I mean, that's not what I wanted to ask you, but um, uh, I was wondering. I mean, and you could say no, whatever. But I was wondering, would you like to go to the Picks from the Print Mine with me? I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. I could go on my own. It's okay. Oh, you do? You do want to go? Oh, okay. Well, let's now. Yeah, sure. Now's good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go see the show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Picks from the Print Mine. I'm Peter.
Hey,
John, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I came with somebody, but it turns out they were meeting somebody here.
Oh, yeah.
They 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 said they knew you, so
You have friends everywhere.
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. It's all right.
What have you been up to, John?
I don't know. It's been a little cuckoo lately. Um, but I'm even trying to think of gaming stuff. I haven't played DCC at all lately. Or I have a twice monthly game, but it keeps getting moved around. So we haven't met since like somewhere in April, middle of
Adulthood.
April.
Great. Um, yeah, I haven't played in a while either, but I'm excited tonight. I'm starting as a player doing the a play test for the next Thorin's next big release,
It just gets better and better with every fraction of a sentence.
right? Right. So I, I
I'm
made
playing. It's a play test. It's Thorin. It's
I
tonight.
made my third level cleric, and I'm ready to go.
There you go. There you go. Well, yeah, so we both have DCC games coming up within a week, but they haven't happened. We can't talk about them.
It's been a while. It's been a
By the
while.
next time we do a show, we'll have forgotten about them.
That's true. That's true. Unless we do another show next week, who knows?
Well, I, well,
It could happen.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to talk.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about what we're here to talk about?
Well, I think the thing we have to talk about that people are anxious for us to talk about, to be talking about, is this.
Yes. Just released on the web store today. The Errol Otis cover of the Dungeon Crawl Classics rulebook. Ooh, look at it shiny.
Yeah,
So, how
that's
many
pretty
how
awesome.
many of you out there have already ordered it?
I feel like the only thing that could have made this better is that it was on black velvet.
Oh yeah, that would be. Like, I could see a poster, black velvet poster of this. Like, oh yeah, yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah,
that be amazing?
yeah.
This is my Black Velvet edition
So
DCC
this is
rulebook.
this is the 12th printing, um,
Yes.
which includes Portal from Under the Stars as usual, and an adventure I haven't read yet from Michael Curtis
No.
called called the How King's Horde.
Yes.
Second,
I mean, it's
second
too
one.
new. We haven't even. I just learned an hour ago, 2 hours ago, that there's a new adventure in there.
Yeah, haven't read it. Can't tell you much about it except
Yeah. Yeah. I got as far as the title. That's how far I can get in about 2 hours. But yeah, and I was trying to flip through it and see if I could spot any new art because that happens sometimes. There's new art that drops in. Nothing jumped out at me as new, but that doesn't mean it's not there.
I mean the cover
Um, the
obviously.
cover, well, yes, I noticed that.
Well, Well, I'm just making sure.
but MSRP 70 monies
70 monies. Yep.
and nice shiny new version of the rule book.
And wasn't there another nice shiny new version of the rule book also?
Well, it's funny you should mention shiny new rule book because
Oh, that is
got
shiny.
this trippy rainbow lenticular holographic whatever it is going on here with this one. Well, not
Yes.
on that side so much, but
No, but I believe this is the what is it? Demon skin.
it is the demon skull monster hide. And let's see if I hold it at an angle, you can probably see the texture
Yes.
of the
Yes,
monster hide cover.
that definitely looks like Monster Hide to me.
It kind of looks like a DCC version of Star Wars there, right? There's a little crawl receding into
Oh,
the.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And now a really big, old, ugly guy passes overhead and takes a half an hour to get across the screen. But yeah, again, 12th printing. This one is also 70 monies.
Yes.
And
My
again, that new adventure in the back.
my understanding is that those are both pretty limited quantities in the warehouse. So if you want one, you better get on it pretty fast.
That is the rumor. That is the scuttlebutt. I was going to say we didn't mention the level of the new adventure. It is a
Well, two.
level two adventure. Um, I don't know. That seems pretty momentous. We might be done.
Yeah, that's all most of these people can afford anyway. So we better not talk about it anymore. So
we're
thanks.
we're watching out for the budget conscious viewer. Won't
But
tempt you with too many more things. Maybe a few, just a
well,
couple.
there's also the DCC annual finally has been reprinted, so that is available again, both in the regular cover and a limited edition cover, right?
Yes. I believe the image on the foil cover is the same as the original foil cover, but the color treatment is blue.
Mm,
I think it's blue, and it's maybe, I don't know if it's holographic or tricked out in any way beyond being blue.
yeah, but yeah, if you haven't picked up the annual yet, it's a great little supplement. It's got a lot more information for clerics. There's some more patrons.
Yeah.
There's the magical mustache rules. All sorts of great stuff you can use.
Yeah, yeah. I always tell people it's not a revision. It's not a it's not really new rules for the game or changing the rules of the game. It's like more toys for the toy box.
Right, supplemental information.
Stuff you can fold into whatever you've got going on, mix and match, all that kind of thing. Speaking of folding things into whatever you have going on, let's mention Marauders of the Multiverse.
Waters of the Multiverse. Yes, this is another nice little zine.
This is from Dragon Peak Publishing. Uh, it goes into it's basically short encounters or kind of situations involving three of the archaic alignments from Mutant Crawl Classics.
Yes.
And I will name off the archaic alignments for your consideration. There is the Vile Brotherhood, there are the Gene Police, and the Techno Rabble.
And what is really the reason I think you really want to pick this one up is that the second half of the book is basically a new AI patron.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure how to pronounce that, but
Yeah, I think it's Elena T. As an
huh,
AI.
is
Um,
that? I mean, what is that? What's that?
I
Is
mean,
that pulling from somewhere?
I don't know. Like
A reference?
I don't recognize the reference, but yeah, it's an AI that helps people stream and become recognized in their world. Um,
Yeah, you can connect to CCTV systems anywhere, and you
yeah,
can adopt
I don't
holographic disguises.
I don't know.
Disguises? Is that how you pronounce that?
Seems kind of stupid to me. Like that's an unrealistic.
I don't know. You can control drones.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's kind of cool.
I don't know. I'm
And
not a
you can hack other AIs and steal their wetware spells or something.
well, let's take a look at the invoke patron AI, Elena T. Let's see. Um, oh, I think I've rolled this one quite a bit. Elena T is disappointed by the shaman's tardiness when logging into the stream. Annoyed by their lack of professionalism, she is only willing to provide a minor shock to a single target. I feel
That's usually me. That's yeah.
that's the highest I've ever rolled, I think.
Well, you know, you're using those subpar dice. You got to get the actual DCC dice and MCC dice going.
Yeah, well, my stat bonuses are not anything to brag about either.
But I was going to say the encounters. Basically, you've got like for each of those groups, you've got like a little bit of their layout of their like their lair, or you know, not necessarily like a big complex, but like a little station that they have or an outpost or something of the sort. And there's you know description of who's there, and it gives you some options of like, well, you could just have this encounter happen, or you could add this level to it, or add that element to it. So you got some options for these little encounters and kind of make them fit what you want them to do in your campaign. And all of this, I believe, yeah, all of that is just $10.
$10.
That's
Absolutely.
not. I mean, if you're getting those other two books, I mean, ten bucks is not.
If you're already dropping 140 monies on rule books, then 10 more is nothing.
Yeah, no, that's not a burden. Um, but I don't know. Maybe a total of 150. Maybe we should stop there. Are we going to push our bet here?
Yeah, no, I mean, I surely there is someone in the stream here who needs to spend more.
All right. How do you think they should do that?
If we've hit your budget already, you can stop watching. But any if you have money left over, let's keep going.
Or, well, or maybe they're getting those books through some other source, so they need to build up an order.
Oh, that could be because yeah, you have to have a certain amount to get the free shipping, right?
I think
Are we
is it
still doing
yeah,
I
is it
think
150 now? Now that
150?
you mentioned it, I'm like, oh, what is it?
Oh yeah, so two rule books and a $10 zine. That's 150 right there. There you
There we
go.
go.
Got you your free shipping.
Ding.
But moving on, if you have more money to spend, we have the latest in Nick Barron's Stenard setting, Tragedy at mine's not showing up as well. Tragedy at Woodwitch Rise. This is an adventure for I think second level characters again.
It's actually super versatile. It could be zero level or first or second.
Okay. A normal
And
size party of second level characters or more lower level characters, it says.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's like it is like designed in a very versatile way. There's a lot of optional things that you can add into the basic kind of situation and locations and all that. So you could run it in in a shorter session and just keep it to the minimum, or expand it and take it further and throw in a bunch of extra stuff and make it a bigger component of your campaign.
Right. And
Just
it
a
is
longer one shot if you're doing it that way.
like most of the stuff for this setting, it is pretty grim dark and it's horror centric. But I really like it's got a lot of tips in it for running it as a horror adventure and how to make the most of it as a horror adventure. Like yes, it's oh yeah, bugs. Like it's like it says like it works best if this particular NPC is liked by the party. So here's how to make the party like this person. Here's a random table of creepy sounds and things that you can have happen during the adventure. So yeah, and of course yeah, new monsters too. There's like 6 new monsters I think.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But yeah, like passing through the woods, there's a chart of encounters that you can add into that process, and there's also something called atmospheric bumps.
Yes,
Like,
that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, the just strange things that can happen
yeah,
to add to the vibe.
amp up the paranoia and the creepiness, and yeah, yeah.
That one is $18.
$18, but it's pretty good size. 48 pages, something like that.
45, 40, 46, 40, yeah, 48 if you can include the cover.
So yeah, for and again, zero level, first level, second level, we're all running those games. You got to start somewhere. Um, so that's like a wilderness kind of thing. What if we went indoors?
Indoors.
Well, into a dungeon or three.
Oh, three casual dungeons, perhaps.
Just casual dungeons. You don't have to put on a tie or anything.
Right, right.
You don't have to, put in your hair pomade. Just,
Come as you are. Come as you are.
hmm,
Yeah.
absolutely. So as you might guess, this has three shorter sort of one session-ish type adventures in there.
Right.
They are for different levels.
The first one is the desecrated resting of Falvor. So that one, let's see, it's
First to
uh,
second level.
first to second level, yes. If you like beating up undead, that's a good adventure for you.
Yeah. Undead cult doing bad things to good people. Uh, go take care of that. The second one in here is basically for any level. It's more of a kind of puzzly mystery situation that you have to solve. So it's not relying upon, how much damage the characters can crank out. It's more of just kind of putting the clues together, solving, what does this mean? Where do we go? How does that work?
It's some investigation, NPC interaction, some skill checks, but you can do the whole thing with no combat at all.
Right, right, right. And that was, I mean, it takes place in it was in a tavern that sort of becomes a dungeon, kind of.
Yeah, yeah,
You
kind
gotta
of.
you gotta solve it to get out of it is one of the elements. Um, and then there's that third one,
The
second to
girl,
third level.
the girl who ran away.
Yeah.
Um, and this one, I've already. Oh yeah, there's some secret passages, some traps, some. Oh yeah, there's a demon. Demon. Yeah, demon.
And
That's.
and explosives, one of my favorites.
Oh yes, yes. And
Anytime you can fold in explosives, I'm there.
and
Uh,
then because you can never have too many tables of random things you find. Like there's a different table for at least the first adventure and the last adventure have different tables for random objects you might
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
find.
Random item tables. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. The tavern doesn't, but maybe they should have thrown in a random table.
Um, yes. Side note. Um, this is
We're
not
just
about.
gonna let that go. That
No, no,
wasn't worth commenting on.
no,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
go
I am
past that.
commenting specific. I am going out of my way to specifically comment on that. Uh, I backed the kicks. This is not a DCC thing at all, but I backed the Kickstarter for the Monty Python RPG recently. And when I got the PDF, and when the very first thing I saw in the PDF of the Monty Python RPG was a random table of tables. Yes, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for in a Monty Python RPG.
Okay. All right. So the supplement to this adventure pack is the Monty Python role playing game, apparently. So you can have the random table of tables or the table of random tables.
Either or.
Either way, it sort of works either way. So yeah, three casual dungeons. We're talking $11.
That's a
So if
good
you're
price.
almost to that free shipping point, and a $10 item won't do it, maybe this will do it. It'll get you over that extra penny or whatever, nickel or whatever you need. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Three casual dungeons.
Let's see. Less casually, we also have From Out of Nowhere,
Nowhere.
which I think we had previously, but this is a reprint or a restock, maybe.
I th I think I think it just was delayed for us.
Oh, okay.
There was a snafu, I think is the technical
It's
term.
our list. Yes. I know for all of you viewing, it seems like we are highly organized and professional people, but let me tell you, behind the scenes, it's chaos.
Well, there's a lot of mine carts and you get them mixed up and then you don't
Yeah.
realize it and it's gone up to the surface and you're like, "Oh, but I was going to talk about that one."
But
Anyway,
it's a second level adventure,
another second level adventure.
not surprisingly involving gnolls.
It involves gnolls. There's a fair amount of brutality to this one. There's some deception. There are some optional encounters, sort of like some of the other things we've talked about, where you have options for keeping it tighter or expanding it and going a little
It's
broader.
set up to be like a tournament or a convention length session, but then there's another. The second section includes additional stuff that you can add in if you're using it as part of a campaign, and then the third section is additional optional encounters you can throw in for either.
Right, right, right.
So there's a lot of different ways you can use it. It also includes um, a half Noel character class.
Yeah, new class. You don't see a lot of new classes in stuff, but here we go. There's also a patron, whole new
Oh,
patron.
yes, yes. There.
Um, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. This is book one, if I can
Ooh.
find the camera. Book two is also out there, and we should be covering that soon. But book three is crowdfunding right now, so it's on Kickstarter. If you're curious, take a look at that. Maybe you'll be the one to push it over to meeting its goal. But yeah, you got a standalone adventure, but I strongly suspect you can connect it to those other two books.
I
Just
suspect that
just a
that seems
crazy
like
hunch.
a
Just a
logical
crazy
assumption.
hunch.
A logical assumption.
Because they also have the Knoll nomenclature going on, and I'm blanking on what those titles are.
I don't
Looked at
know what they
them. I totally looked at them, and I think one of them is knowledge,
are. Okay.
and something about knowledge, and then I can't remember because I'm an idiot. Um, I mean, I'm lucky I can say the title of this one that's in my hand. That's where I'm at. But yeah, so we've got what are we looking at? Is it $17? Am I reading that right?
Um,
I think it's hidden
yeah,
in the UPC symbol block,
yes, that looks like 16.99 to me.
and we have a 32-page module. I was going to say there was some art I was going to show off. Where did it go? Somewhere. Oh, I like this. I like the clean lines on that one. It's reminding me, is it Alex Toth? Is that who I'm thinking of?
I don't know who you're thinking of.
Okay. Some like illustrator from the 70s and 80s. I think comic book person. Anyway, book one, book it now, book over to the store, get yourself some Knoll go something from nowhere, from out of nowhere.
Oh, let's see. What else we got here, John? We're
Hey, speaking of knolls,
speaking of gnolls.
those are
There's
knolls. Those are knolls like the D&D knolls, right? The kind of hyena. I mean, you can see it in the art, right? It's like the hyena people.
right.
This Forgotten Dangers, the lead adventure in here is the Knoll House, but it's a different sort of knoll. It's like your Appendix N, your literary knoll. It's like Knoll Coward or something.
No,
You
no, I
could
think
break out. You could break out your James Mason voice for the NPC Knolls, and you could speak at people like this. You see, and it's more literary.
I think you
Oh,
got
did
that
I get that wrong?
got that wrong, John.
Oh,
It's Knowles, but based on the actual literary sources for Knowles that inspired the D&D Knoll from.
oh, you're talking like Lord Dunsany and Margaret St. Clair.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, I got you. I'm not always all there.
So the Forgotten Dangers is a collection of short adventures that have all been printed before, but in kind of obscure places that you might not have picked them up.
And it's this many's
That's six, it looks like.
six, six adventures. And honestly, what have we got? We got three level ones, couple level twos, and then one that's could be level one, two, or three. So you could, you know, if you're just getting started with DCC, you could get the rule book. You've got your Portal Under the Stars funnel there. You could get this, and you'd have, if you got this, you could have a nice little campaign, getting your feet wet, playing DCC for several weeks or a few months or whatever,
Now
and
I
really try
know
it out.
I know some of these adventures came from previous printings of the core rule book, but there are a couple of these I don't recognize, like Man Bait
Some
of
of
the.
them,
I
some
have
of
no.
them were in the quick starts,
Okay, yeah,
like
I don't.
the Star Cons. I think
Right.
Gish of the
However,
Star Cons. Legend of the Silver Skull was definitely a quick start
okay.
thing, I think.
Yeah, man bait for the Soul Stealers one. I don't recognize that. I don't know where that one was.
Yeah, that's a Terry Olson adventure, and you're right. I'm not sure where that showed up previously. But yeah, Yggdrasil's Maze was in the book. Abbot of the Woods was in the book. Oh, and that's another thing. If you're doing Portal, you got to get that dryad wood from a dryad's tree, right? At the end of Portal of the Stars, there's the whole thing. There's a
Yeah.
chance to get some wood from a dryad's tree in here. So, you know, like I say, get that rule book, get this, start your campaign,
Oh,
and you kind of got some nice stuff going on. It's a good variety in here. Very
yeah,
good variety.
yeah. For $15, especially, it's a great deal. But
Hey,
that
go ahead.
reminds me of another adventure with a magical tree in it.
I There's an adventure with a magical tree?
Yes, it takes place in a garden with no
For this. I've never heard of such a thing unless you mean the Sunless Garden.
that's the one. That's the one I meant.
Okay. I mean, because the only other one it could possibly be would be the Sunless Garden.
Oh, now I don't know. I don't know which one it was.
It's one of those. It's got to be one of those. Unless it's this, the Sunless Garden.
Mhm.
Um, Lost my train of thought. I made a short list of things that are in here. There are luck storms. There are shape changers. There are world trees, and the aforementioned literary knolls. So you can speak like this, and some dryad wood. Yeah,
Just to
all that and more.
I just want to be absolutely clear. You don't need to have gnolls in your adventure to speak like that. It's just a convenient excuse.
And there's this giant crab thing that's frankly kind of creepy to me. I don't know exactly why, but I don't want to meet up with that in a dark alley or anything.
Okay,
Which
we
is a
got
weird expression because what do you want to meet up with in a dark alley? I mean,
a pile of cash.
see, now that it sounds good, but I would be worried it's like a mafia drop gone wrong and I'm putting my foot in something I do not want my foot in. Anything in a spooky dark alley, like, yeah, no thank you.
Don, I would
Unless it was donuts.
want to
Then
meet Dark Alley. That would make my day. All right, we got one thing left, one item left, and I
well,
think
what could possibly come after DCC 107?
this is the thing I'm most excited about in this whole episode. This is such an awesome thing. It's a new funnel from Harley Stroh himself,
What?
the seventh thrall of Sezrekan.
Oh, well, you found it. That's the thing that comes after DCC 107. It's DCC 108.
Right.
Of course. This is an amazing cover by Doug. I have not yet taken in all of the details and things, but there's there's Cesar. He's right there.
So yeah, it's a funnel. It's a fantastic. I'm excited to run it at some point. I'm excited. Like it seems really cool, really fun. There's more than one intelligent magic weapon in this adventure. There's
Is it too spoilery to say there's a dragon in here?
what?
Can you imagine a funnel with a dragon? That's crazy. That's crazy.
In fact, I
No one
wrote
would ever attempt that.
hasn't been reprinted in Forgotten Treasures. Yes, I can't imagine that.
So we have a little sort of rescue mission. Um, I honestly wonder about this if like I didn't see anything in there covering this or talking about this, but I wonder if like this is a good candidate for somewhere maybe past the middle half. You're like leveling those survivors up to first level or something.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably a pretty long funnel and a difficult one, much, but that's what Harley's kind of known for now, I suppose. So,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
oozing with atmosphere, but it does seem it's longer than the typical funnel, and I would seriously, if I were running it, seriously think about like, do I want to let people level up at a certain point?
but
And it would
the
be totally appropriate. I mean, there's enough stuff you're interacting with here that, like, yeah, you learned how to do these things, or you got enough direct weird experience to
and
qualify for throwing a spell around or trying to anyway.
one of the things I really love about this adventure is something I love about pretty much all of Harley's adventures is he just like drops these weird things in without giving any context or explaining them, and it's all up to the DM to make up what that is, and I just love that kind of thing.
Yep, yep. Fuel for the
Yep.
campaign tank.
So yeah, the other six thralls are not in this adventure. That's all up to you, DM.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Maybe there's a series of prequels planned. There he is.
That's I think that's the sixth and a half thrall of Cedricon right there.
Oh, I thought that was Cesricon. I thought that was the only known photo. But yeah, I was going to say I mean, of course, the art is fantastic. There was something I wanted to show off. I should flag the page, but I don't want to fold the page.
That's what
Oh, there's a
bookmark.
bunch of handouts too. There's a bunch of like full page and half page handout things, illustrations to show off. Oh, these guys.
Good time.
Again, just oozing atmosphere. Really cool front page piece with some ghosts or something in there. I don't know. And a big dog,
Arf.
big hound. Yeah, yeah. So what are we looking at there? Oh, did we say Forgotten Dangers is 15?
Yep.
Seventh Thrall is 11. Seven,
Fantastic.
seven
So
out
go
of
out
11.
to the Goodman Games website. Go to the web store. Buy it all. Buy it
Yeah,
all.
we stopped keeping a tally, but it adds up to some number, some convenient number, no doubt.
Amount of money will get you all of those things and more.
Well, they were roughly what, 10 bucks a pop or something, with a couple that were above that.
Yeah, yeah,
We,
I don't
we
know.
mentioned them as we went along. You can do the math. We're not good at that.
Somewhere between $5 and $1,000 will get you
That
all of them.
is, that's fair. That's fair. That's probably pretty close anyway.
Yeah. I'm good at estimating.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else in reach.
I don't either. That's all we got today, I think.
Is that where we? Uh-oh. I guess that's where we're calling it.
Perfect timing. I hear dragons.
Yeah. Okay. Guess we'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye,
Stay
everyone.
safe.